Well, I have to. Unless I put it way out here, and then I could probably read it. No, I still can't. I don't know. Good evening, everyone. I would like to call the June 25th, 2026 regular meeting of the Moraine City Council to order at 6 o'clock. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen,
Here.
Mr. Miller,
Here.
Mr. Doherty,
Here.
Ms. Marcus,
Here.
Mr. Dolph,
Here.
Mrs. Witt,
Here.
Mayor Murphy.
Here. Now, if everyone would please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, now, the City of Moraine is a proud official America 250 city which celebrates the 250th anniversary of our wonderful country. It is an honor to celebrate 2.5 centuries of freedom and independence. The City of Moraine has over 15 planned 250 activities and special events this year. Tonight, some of our city council members are portraying famous historical characters throughout the history of America. Many of these characters have strong ties with Ohio and the Miami Valley. I am portraying Martha Washington, wife of President George Washington, who served as the inaugural First Lady of the United States. Shirley Witt is portraying Betsy Ross, who designed the first American flag. City Manager Mike Davis is portraying President Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th President of the United States. Dave Miller is portraying President Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States. Mike Daugherty is portraying President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Brandon Duff is portraying Orville Wright, famous American aviation pioneer. At the conclusion of the City Council meeting, each historical character will talk briefly about their achievements and their importance in the American history. And now we will go, Council has copies of the May 29, 2026 Special Council meeting minutes. If there are no changes or corrections, the minutes are approved as submitted. Is there any changes or corrections? Hearing none, they are approved as submitted. Council has copies of the June 11, 2026 regular council meeting minutes. If there are no changes or corrections. Is there any changes or corrections? Okay, the minutes are approved as submitted. And now we are going to have a special presentation, Life Safety Award. Chief?
On. Hello.
Hello.
There they come. Okay. On the night of February 7th, emergency crews responded to Treasure Island for a report of a female patient choking. Medic 29, staffed by Paramedic Post and EMT Westfall, arrived quickly and immediately assessed the situation. They found the patient lying on the floor, not breathing, blue, but still with a pulse. Recognizing the seriousness of the airway obstruction, Paramedic Post and EMT Westfall remained calm, professional, and efficient. Using specialized equipment, they were able to remove the complete airway obstruction before the patient went into cardiac arrest. Their quick assessment, skilled treatment, and decisive actions undoubtedly saved the patient's life. This is an excellent example of the professionalism, training, and dedication our emergency crews bring to the community every day. The patient did come 2 days later. They weren't working that day, but they came in to say thank you, that they were there to help save her life. So,
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to call Frankie Brown from the Major Taylor Cycling Club to address council.
Good evening, everyone. Mayor, city officials, residents of Moraine, and city administrators. My name is Frankie Brown, and I'm one of the members of the Major Taylor Cycling Club here in the Dayton area. I'm calling to invite you guys to come and participate the weekend of July 10th, 11th, and 12th. Our club has been in existence for 18 years. In 18 years, we have driven through Moraine for our annual signature ride. And I come here just to invite some of you guys, if you enjoy cycling, to come and participate during our event. The main cycling event is on Saturday, July the 11th at Welcome Stadium. And if you don't know, we have the largest paved trails here in the United States. So our club sits on a lot of different advocacy cycling groups here in the Dayton area, and we're always promoting cycling in the Dayton, Miami Valley area. I will leave some flyers here for you and a poster that you could put in a common place so everybody could see it. On July the 11th, the event, there's 4 different rides. There's a family ride that's free for families. You just need to register, and it comes with a free lunch. And then there's an 18-mile route, a 40-mile route, and a 62-mile route. And the proceeds this year goes to an organization called City Heart, which assists with people in need in the Dayton community. Over the last 18 years, we have given over $60,000 to different nonprofit organizations in the Dayton community. And I just wanted to thank you guys for allowing us to ride through your town. We usually come down Dryden up to the Splash Moraine Hill, and we call it the Splash Moraine Hill because it's pretty long, and we go out towards Farmersville. So I'd just like to thank Moraine on behalf of our club, and we look forward to seeing you guys maybe riding with us in the future. For additional information, you can go on our website, majortaylordayton.org, and get more information. We have weekly rides, and love to see you guys there. So thanks for allowing me to speak, and have a good evening.
Does anyone, wait a moment, does anyone have any questions for her? Okay, hearing none. Thank you, ma'am, very much for coming.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Now we will go into reports. Finance Committee, anything to report?
No report, thank you.
Finance Director, anything to report?
Yes, I do, Mayor. Just a few things. The monthly financial report is in your packets. At 42% of the year, our revenues are on target and our expenses are well under. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those. Our annual audit and annual report is complete. We will be filing the report with GFOA by June 30th. And our income tax documents for the month of April and May have all been entered into the software and audited. And we also recently had an organizational meeting for our newly appointed Board of Tax Review, where we acclimated the board members and they elected officers. So I want to thank them again for serving. And finally, on Monday, June 29th, we will be mailing income tax non-filer letters for the tax years 2019 through 2024. Non-filer letters for tax year 2025 will go out after November 15th. But taxpayers will have 45 days to come in and address the non-filed years, after which certified assessment letters will be sent, and provide another 60 days to file an appeal or request a reassessment. And after the appeal period expires, the balance will be sent to the Attorney General's office. If you have any questions, you can contact our Income Tax Department. Our administrator is Christina Vaughn. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Any questions? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Committee of the Whole, anything to report?
Yes, our last meeting was on June 11th, and there will be a meeting following this meeting tonight. That's all I have.
City Manager, anything to report?
Mayor, I have nothing beyond the written report unless there are questions.
Law Director, anything to report?
No, Mayor, thank you.
And I have my monthly court report. For the month of March 2026, the gross revenues for Mayor's Court were $23,916.18. After various expenses and disbursements, a total of $18,663.18 was deposited into the general fund. And is there anyone wishing to raise a question about any piece of legislation that's listed on this agenda? We'll have 3 minutes at this time. All other topics will be addressed to council, will be heard later in this meeting. So does anyone wish to speak? Nope. Then we will go into business.
Ordinance 2236-26, an ordinance adopting the recommendation of the Planning Commission to approve a zoning district change for city lot number 3365, located at 2955 Springboro West Road within the city of Moraine, from B1 Neighborhood Business District to B2 General Business District.
On April 21st, 2026, the Planning Commission approved a zoning district change for property at 2955 Springboro West Road from B1 to B2. And on May 28th, 2026, a public hearing was held in the regular city council meeting. This is the second reading of the legislation. Motion to approve?
You've heard the motion. Are there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes,
Mr. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
No.
Ordinance 2237-26, an ordinance authorizing the execution of a master lease purchase agreement and related payment schedule for the purpose of acquiring a case construction loader with grapple for use by the city.
this ordinance is for the financing of the 5-year lease purchase agreement to acquire a case construction loader with grapple from Southeastern. Financing is to be provided by Huntington Public Capital with a not-to-exceed annual rate of 4.89%. This is a first reading, and the legislation will be passed to the July 9th regular council meeting for a second reading and vote.
Ordinance 2238-26, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Moraine, state of Ohio, for the period January 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2026, and declaring an emergency.
This is an emergency ordinance for the supplemental appropriations in the amount of $6,500 in the general fund for legal services related to the lease financing for the case construction loader. I make a motion to suspend the rules to allow the second reading and final adoption at this meeting.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes,
Mr. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
No.
Ordinance 2238-26, second reading, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Moraine, state of Ohio, for the period January 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2026, and declaring an emergency.
Motion to approve?
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
yes,
Mayor Murphy?
No. Okay, now we will go into any other business.
I still have resolutions.
Oh,
Yeah.
missing a page.
Are you missing a page?
Oh, I'll find it. Go on.
You need one?
No, I think I found it. I found one. I found it.
Resolution 8241-26, a resolution accepting the bid of and authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Naira Construction Incorporated, doing business as Naira Paving for the 2026 parking lot paving program for the bid amount of $432,121.65, and further authorizing the city manager to execute needed change orders, if any, in specified amount.
Bids were opened on May 28, 2026 for the 2026 parking lot paving program, and the city engineer recommends selecting the apparent low bidder, Naira Paving. This legislation would award this project to Naira Paving for the bid amount of $432,121.65 and approving a total of $475,333.82. I will make a motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Are there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Resolution 8242-26, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Board of Education of the West Carrollton City School District for the provision of a school resource officer for the 2026 through 2027 school year.
This resolution approves the annual MOU between the City of West Carrollton School Board and the City of Moraine to provide school resource officer services for the West Carrollton Intermediate School. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Delph?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Resolution 8243-26, a resolution authorizing the city of Moraine to purchase via Sourcewell through Southeastern Equipment Company, one 2026 case construction loader with grapple at a cost of $237,110.57. Sorry about that.
This resolution approves the purchase of a 2026 case construction loader by the Street Division, eliminating the need for annual rentals with usage restrictions. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
And Resolution 8244-26, a resolution appointing Randall Warner II to the Merit System Commission for a term ending December 31st, 2027, and to the Community Reinvestment Housing Council for a term ending December 31st, 2029.
This resolution approves the appointment of Mr. Warner to the Merit System Commission and the Community Reinvestment Housing Council. Motion to approve?
You've heard the motion. Are there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Delph?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes. Okay, now, now we will go into persons appearing before council. Is there anybody here that would like to appear before council? You have 3 minutes to speak. Hearing none? Then we will go into other business. Fire Department, anything to report?
Nothing to report, ma'am. Thank you.
Police Department, anything to report?
No report, Mayor, thank you.
Building and Maintenance, anything to report?
No report, Mayor, thank you.
Oh, he's not here, never mind. Parks and Recreation Director, anything to report?
Yeah, I just got a couple of things. This Saturday is going to be a busy Saturday. We have the Shane Miller Disc Golf Tournament at Deer Meadow at 10 o'clock. So if you're out and about, stop by there. Also is the front porch decorations at the rec center. So we're going to be busy this Saturday, which then leads us into the 4th of July week. So hopefully you all are ready for that. July 3rd from 6 to 10 p.m. at Wax Park. We'll have Hotel California. There'll be the big draw on Friday night. And then Saturday evening, or Saturday all day from 12 to 10, or leading up to the fireworks at 10 p.m. We're going to have a lot of things going on. The food trucks, circus or trampoline act, I apologize. And then face painting and just all kinds of fun stuff for the kids, free inflatables. And then Stranger will take the stage at 7 and then lead us into the fireworks at 10 o'clock. So a lot going on. I hope to see you all there, and we'll have a good 4th of July. Thank you.
Building and Zoning Administrator,
No report, thank you.
City Engineer,
No report, thank you.
Community Development Director,
No report, Mayor, thank you.
City Manager, anything to report?
I have nothing additional. Thank you, Mayor.
Law Director, anything to report?
No, Mayor, thank you.
Finance Director, anything further to report?
I have nothing further, Mayor, thank you.
Clerk of Council, anything to report?
I do. I just have two things. First, I want to thank Ms. Dillon for assuming the role of Clerk of Council last meeting while in my absence. I really appreciated that. So thank you very much for that. I also want to inform Council that with Mr. Warner's appointment, we have one seat left on the CRHC board, and then all other boards are completely full, which is the first time that's happened in several years. So
Oh, great.
it's exciting to see people
Yes.
getting out there and volunteering. And it's also exciting to have the same people volunteer to be appointed year after year. So it's great to see. And that's it.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Allen, anything to report?
Yes, I'd like to invite everyone out to a flea market and vintage finds sale that we're having. The Marine Senior Citizens are having this sale Saturday, June the 27th, from 10 to 5 p.m. And we have a little bit of everything, so I think everyone would like this sale. And also, I'd like to invite everyone out to the 4th of July celebration. It sounds like it's going to be bigger and better than ever. Thank you.
Ms. Marcus, anything to report?
Yes, last evening, Mrs. Allen and I attended the first-year suburbs meeting. One of the thing they talked about mostly on the agenda was they have City of Kettering, City of Huber Heights has these educational programs for their residents, and they call it some type of leadership program. I don't know if they both use the same name, but sometimes they run the programs, and I guess they bring people in and they show them how finance works, show them how police department works, and other things. They go different aspects of it.
Do that years ago.
I don't remember that we used to do
There's
that, but
Police Academy.
I know we had police academy, which I was going to ask if we still do the police academy.
No.
I didn't know if we wanted to put anything out, like on Facebook or anything, to see if residents had any interest in something like this. I wouldn't want to invest in it until we find out if there's an interest, but.
Well, I will tell you, I did the police academy. That was the funnest thing I've ever done. It was
I did
great.
it twice.
Yeah, the police still owe me a ride along. But anyhow, I just wanted to mention that, and that's what the first year suburbs thing was, and it was held in the city of Riverside.
Okay.
So that's all I have, thank you.
Ms. Witt, anything to report?
Yes, first off, I'd like to wish Chief Craig a happy birthday today. And Mike Davis was last week, so happy birthday to both of you. Safe, happy 4th of July. And I did go to the Shears Open House ribbon cutting on Monday. It was super nice. I'm glad to have such a good company in Moraine. Thank you.
Mr. Miller, do you have anything to report?
Yeah, I want to echo what Shirley said. I had an opportunity to go to the Shears ribbon cutting, and we're very happy to have that business in our city on the southern end there of the plant. I want to thank Karen for setting up the Shred Day well in advance so the residents can put that on the calendar. And then Brent, help me with this because I can't remember. I think it starts Monday. Wanted all the citizens to know that you have that house and business patriotic decoration contest. Is the judging next week? Is that right?
Yeah, it's June 29th through July 2nd. The Parks Board will be going out and looking for patriotic houses and voting on those. And we will, we have awards for them that we will hopefully, if they can make it to the 4th of July, we'll bring them on stage and present them with a patriotic wreath that we've got for them.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
That's all I have.
Okay. Mr. Doherty?
Just that I also had the opportunity to attend the Shears ribbon cutting. Excited to see some life back in that side of the plant now, and just to see where it goes from here and the influx of jobs. Also wanted to mention that we do have the Star Spangled Boom coming up next week, so come out, have fun. And then also, like Aura said, we have the Senior Citizens Flea Market.
Right.
So come on out Saturday, see what they have, and participate in your community. That's all I have.
Mr. Delph?
Just to reiterate what everybody else has, obviously Monday, I attended the Shears. It is exciting to see, something going on there. For majority of my life, that building's been empty. So, it's nice to see some growth in the city. That's it.
For me, I just got back from Columbus. I was up in Columbus since Tuesday for the Mayor's Association, the MOL, for the state of Ohio. I'm on the executive board. We had a lot to discuss. One was the e-bikes, of course, came up. I think that comes up at every meeting you go to anymore and that. So a lot was discussed. A lot was discussed about the state and all the legislation that is being passed at this time. And I would also like to wish happy birthday to the chief. And Mike, I wished you happy birthday last week in that. And that would be all for this. Now, I now have papers. Hearing it. Okay. That concludes with the business portion of the council meeting. Now let's learn more about our famous historical characters who are with us tonight. I am Bertrand Martha Washington, wife of President George Washington, who served as the inaugural First Lady of the United States from 1789 to 1797. I defined the social expectations of the role, establishing the precedent of acting as the nation's host, and faithfully supported my husband, General George Washington, on the front lines of the American Revolution and during his terms as President of the United States. Next, we have Betsy Ross.
Good evening. I am Betsy Ross. I am the American upholsterer credited with designing the first American flag. Previously, I made flags for the Pennsylvania Navy during the American Revolution. After the Revolution, I made U.S. flags for over 50 years. As for the first American flag, here's the story. General George Washington, Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, and 2 members of a congressional committee visited me in 1776. I convinced Washington to change the shape of the stars in a sketch of a flag he showed me from 6-pointed to 5-pointed by demonstrating that it was easier and speedier to cut the latter. George Washington agreed, and I made the first American flag. And my prayer is that 250 years later, it will still wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, by the way, I am a great cook, and I'm always baking tasty treats. And if you don't believe me, just ask Thomas Jefferson. I cannot keep him out of my kitchen.
Next, we have President Ulysses S. Grant.
Good evening, I'm Ulysses. Good evening, I'm Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th President of the United States. I was born 70 miles southwest of Moraine in Point Pleasant, Ohio. When I was young, I enjoyed riding and managing horses. My father gave me work driving supply wagons and transporting people locally. I am best remembered as the commanding general leading the Union Army to victory in the American Civil War in 1865, and then President of the United States from 1869 to 1877. You may be wondering what my connection to the Dayton and Moraine area is. I arrived in Dayton via an overnight train from Chicago on the morning of October 3rd, 1871. I met Dayton Mayor J.D. Morrison and rode in a horse-drawn carriage to the central branch of the National Home for Disabled Soldiers, which today you call the Dayton VA Medical Center. I was greeted with high enthusiasm by the veterans and gave a short speech thanking the soldiers for their service. I became the first post-Civil War president to visit a branch of the National Home for Disabled Soldiers. I am proud to say that America is one united country, home of the free and the brave.
Next, we have the third President of the United States, President Thomas Jefferson.
Thank you, Mrs. Washington. I'm honored to be sitting here tonight, especially between two other fellow presidents. I've got two quick historical stories to talk about. First of all, way back in 1784, when I was part of a committee putting together a congressional plan to name 10 of 16 different states in the very vast territory that we just acquired, and the land south of Lake Erie that someday would become the state of Ohio, and the land within that someday would become the city of Moraine, I suggested three names for this landmass. I suggested Saratoga, I suggested Metropotamia, and also I suggested Washington in honor of your husband. Well, the officials didn't use any of my names that I suggested, but instead they chose the name Ohio, which is an Iroquois Indian name, meaning Great River, and that applied to the Ohio River back then. Now, my second story, I'll try to keep this brief. It's an incredible historical fact that not many Ohioans know, and probably maybe nobody tonight even knows this, but what would you think if I told you that when Ohio became a state back in 1803 when I was president, what if I told you that that's incorrect? And technically, Ohio was not admitted to the Union until 1953 under President Dwight David Eisenhower. Or here's the story. Ohio was part of that Northwest Territory, and I was president my first term, 1801 to 1805. So late in 1802, a bunch of people from the state of Ohio, after they passed paperwork at the Ohio State Convention, they came to Washington. So early in 1803, they met with the United States Senate. We looked over all kinds of different paperwork, and eventually the Senate passed some paperwork making Ohio the 17th state in the Union. Except there was one goof up. So let's fast forward to 1953. A bunch of educators from the Columbus, Ohio area and teachers went to Washington, D.C. to look at all this paperwork from back in 1803. And they found out something that was shocking. When they looked at all the paperwork, they realized that the original Ohio Constitution that was drafted back in 1803, whoops, the Senate forgot to pass that. They passed some paperwork, but not the Constitution. So if you think about this, technically Ohio was still part of the Northwest Territory and not yet a state. Well, I guess we could have been the 48th state. But quickly, a senator from Ohio put together legislation, it got passed, and it made Ohio the state rightfully in the Union, retroactive back to 1803. So, but that was passed in 1953. So not many people know that blunder or know that Ohio really wasn't officially a state till 53. Now think about this. There's a couple council members for the city of Moraine that were born before Ohio was officially a state. And one council member, Dave Miller, I don't see him here tonight, that old cadaver, he was born in 1955. So that means he was 2 years old when Ohio became a state. making him an early Ohio pioneer.
Yeah.
So think about that. Thank you, Mrs. Washington.
Great. Next, we are honored to have another president here tonight, the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln.
87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Pardon me, I was just working on a speech for next week in Gettysburg. I'm Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States. Most people remember me for preserving the Union during the Civil War and for issuing the Emancipation Proclamation. However, I also have a connection to Ohio and to the Miami Valley. In September of 1859, I traveled through Ohio and I spoke in Dayton while campaigning for being a Republican candidate. At the time, few people knew who Abraham Lincoln was. Less than 14 months later, I would be elected President of the United States. Ohio played a critical role in the Civil War. More than 300,000 Ohioans served to preserve the Union, including several of my most trusted generals. As we celebrate America's 250th anniversary, I encourage everyone to remember that history is not only made in Washington, it is also made in communities like Moraine by citizens who choose to step forward and serve their neighbors and their country. Thank you, and God bless America.
Lastly, we have famous American aviation pioneer Orville Wright.
Hello, everyone. I am Orville Wright. Along with my brother Wilbur, we are indeed American aviation pioneers, generally credited with inventing, building, and flying the world's first successful airplane. We made the first controlled, sustained flight of an engine-powered, heavier-than-air aircraft with the Wright Flyer on December 17, 1903, at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. However, I have many Moraine, Ohio connections. From 1897 to 1899, we would picnic at a cliff called the Pinnacles, just north of today's Moraine Recreation Center, which overlooks the Miami River in Moraine. Watching the large turkey vultures with binoculars, we could see how they soared in the updrafts above the river valley. We developed our wing warp theory for our eventual airplane wings based upon our observation of the birds. After Wilbur unfortunately passed in 1912, I experimented by adding pontoons to my airplane. I made over 100 test flights between 1912 and 1914 in the Miami River in Moraine and West Carrollton, with my hydro aeroplane or seaplane at the inner bend of the Miami River along Miami shores near the east end of the Moraine Air Park runway. I established one of the world's first seaplane bases. Later in 1917, I lent my name to the Dayton Wright Airplane Company on Springboro Pike in Moraine and helped them develop America's first bomber, the de Havilland DH-4, used at the very end of WW-1. So you see, I spent a lot of time through the years in the city of Moraine flying and building airplanes.
I want to thank all of City Council members who portray historical figures tonight. Our goal was to educate the public, encourage our young people to embrace history, and to celebrate this semi-centennial, I hate that word, 250th anniversary of our great country. You did. I had it once. But I would also like to thank the Miami Valley Communications Council for broadcasting this meeting live as well as any future rebroadcast. This regular council meeting is adjourned at 6:38. Thank you. I knew